the lifetime prevalence, that means like the 12-month prevalence, so that if we are talking about somebody who is likely to present with bipolar mood disorder, depending on which type of bipolar, like for example, if it's bipolar I, then it becomes 0.6%. If it is bipolar II, it's 0.4% in females and 0.3% in males. What I mean is bipolar I mood disorder is, bipolar presents equally for both male and female, but females present more with bipolar II. Why? Because bipolar II is characterized by depression. That is what brings them to hospital. Then they have extremes of happiness, which are not too, they're not as high as those of the bipolar I. So that's a difference between bipolar II and bipolar I. Bipolar II, they have hypomanic states. So they may have 4 days of symptoms that somebody who is looking at them, they can quite see the person is overactive, is probably having decreased need for sleep, but they're not at a point, they're not so dysfunctional as to get to be treated, especially as an inpatient. When it comes to mania, you have an expansive, irritable mood, which in addition to that, the patient becomes very distractible, becomes impulsive, they can buy many things, they can spend a lot of money, they can take a lot of risk, risky activities, including driving very fast, among other things. They can spend a lot of money, they can, what they do is irrational. And then in addition to that, they become very grandiose, so they feel more important than they actually are. They have what we call flight of ideas. Flight of ideas means that you switch from one topic to the other because you have racing thoughts. So I'm talking about bipolar now, then I go and talk about schizophrenia, I talk about anxiety, and I quickly keep switching topics until I become irrelevant. In addition to that, I have a decreased need for sleep. If it's about activity, I can walk from Nairobi to Mombasa. I can walk all day. I can wash utensils all day. I can do my laundry all day. And since I have decreased need for sleep, when other people are sleeping, I'm busy. So then that's what happens. Then in addition to that, they become very talkative. So you will find that they have now changed. Remember, and it is episodic. It is not something that happens every single day of their life. When they have that manic episode, it's an episode. And now, when it comes to mania, the symptoms should be at least 7 days. Most of the day, that person is like that, talking a lot, doing many things. They can't sit still. They keep moving from one topic to the other. They do risky things, and they'll do all those goal-directed activities. They will go to the shamba, they will plow. They will do many things, the washing and everything. Then if, for example, those symptoms are so severe that the person needed inpatient care, even 1 day is enough to make that diagnosis.